How is it going, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It's your boy Psycho Stuff here, and today, coming to you guys with my 2.2K Q&A. So on Twitter, I told people to ask me questions with the hashtag AskStuff, and let's see what we got. So first question here is from Swiftly Editing, and he says, "Do you love me?" Of course I love you, honey bunch. I have a question from Kelvin Concepts, and he says, "If you need to join one other team, what team should it be?" If I would have to join any other team, I would probably aim to join like SB, Dare, you know, another team of that sort. But I'm actually pretty happy where I'm at right now in Psycho. So, next question is from OMG Boy Wonder, and he asks, "Are you thinking of joining Obey, Soar, Phase, etc.?" You know, everyone has those aspirations to want to join those big teams, but like I said, I'm perfectly comfortable where I'm at right now, and I'm not really aiming to join like a super big team because I don't know, it's really stressful. I mean, along with being in Psycho, I'm still leader of Aura, so I have that to worry about. So I don't want any more, you know, added stress. So next question is from Vague Cozy, and he says, "When did you start? What made you start designing?" Well, I used to watch Face Cone, Obey Biggie, Soar Reno, people like that, and I was always fascinated by, you know, the ability that they had with graphic design, and I started pursuing it. So one of my really good friends, Rush Ducky and SB Firo, I don't think he's in SB anymore, but they're both founders of Mindless, and one old good friend of mine named Frost, they started showing me the ropes with designing and stuff, and you know, I caught up from there. I mean, I personally don't think of myself as, you know, a fucking god of designing, but I think I'm decent. So next question is from The Swiss Rolls, as he asks, "Do you have a sister that is equally as ugly as you so I can have her number?" No. Question from Satanic, Psycho Satanic, he says, "What is it like in Psycho?" I fucking love it. I really do. The amount of fans Psycho has, you know, the support they give the designs team is fucking unreal. I really want to thank you guys. I know a few of you who are subscribed to me are, you know, people that want to join Psycho and stuff like that are really supportive of Psycho, and you know, I really appreciate that. You know, I constantly have great designers, you know, linking me stuff on Twitter, on Skype, and stuff like that. So, like I said, being in Psycho is a blast, and you know, I hope to be in this team for a very long time. We have a question from Psycho Goda. He asks, "Do you prefer Gota or Goda or Gota?" The second one. Second one looks better. Question from Psycho Kispy. He says, "Why are you so fine?" I don't know. I just am. We have a question from Blunt, Psycho Blunt. He says, "What is your favorite category of porn?" POV. And we have a question from Psycho Deso, and he asks, "Am I your favorite Psycho member?" I love all of you. I really do. I would say if I had a favorite, probably Satanic, Colby, you know, the leading staff. Don't worry, Deso, you hold a special place in my heart as well. I have a question from Psycho Green, or Green, and he asks, "What is your favorite Call of Duty game?" My favorite Call of Duty game will always and always and always will be Modern Warfare 2. I don't care. I don't care if the game is super old. I love playing on it. You know, I love doing that. Modern Warfare 2 will always hold a special place in my heart. Probably Advanced Warfare 2. You know, Black Ops 2 and all them, but my favorite all-time Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 2. We have a question from Galaxy 9 Sniping, and he asks, "What would you like me to ask you?" Just anything you want to know about me, man. You know, I'm open to any questions, dumb or whatever. You know, just, you know, whatever people want to know about me. You know, I'm fairly open when it comes to stuff like that. So, you know, if you have a question, just tweet it at me. You know, I'll respond back to you. We have a question from It's Zach, Mental Zach, and he asks, "What is your favorite COD to hit clips or just play overall?" Like I said, excuse me, with Green's question, it would be Modern Warfare 2. We have a question from BL, RBL. He says, "Would you like to visit Brazil someday?" Yeah, I think that would be a pretty good place. I heard Rio de Janeiro is a really nice place. Very multicultural. Rixie Edits asks, "How do you lead, work, and design all at the same time?" I don't know. I'm really well with time management. You know when it's time to play and stuff like that with leading teams and stuff. I work outside an amusement park and I work at a clothing store and all that. So that is, I don't know. I just seem to manage all that with designing as well. So I don't know. I just have a natural sense for time management. It's really hard to describe, but you know, I kind of work well under stress. Mosins asked me, alright Mosins, fuck, marry, kill the psycho leaders. Oh boy. Now, I can't kill Satanic, because he would fucking give me an ice pick lobotomy. If I kill Colby, he'll hate me more than he already does, JK. And if I kill Owls, that'll just be a scar on my face, so... Marry Satanic. Can I fuck both Colby and Owl and just kill myself? If that's the case, shit. Marry Satanic. Fuck Owls. Kill Colby. Sorry, Colby. I love you. Cluzo Designs asks, can I ask a question? Can you have an answer? Dark School OT, sorry for mispronouncing your name if I did, asked, did you ever get caught masturbating? No, I did not. Luckily, no, I did not. And I hope it stays that way, so. Terry Tank 1 asks, how busy are you on a daily? Pretty busy. I get people complaining that I never answer on Skype. Yeah, it's pretty hectic, so. Like I said, I'm just trying to, balance time management and, some days it'll work, some days it won't, so. But normally I am a pretty busy dude, so. Psycho Storm asks, do you like my intros? Of course, but honey boo. Seventh Graphic asks, did you love me? Still do, buddy. R. Lux asks, why do yous have to have so much swag and can you give me some? Sure, buddy. Grim Designs asks, what motivated you to start YouTube? Like I said, watching people like Rated, Biggie, Reno, Cone, just, inspired me to do YouTube and all that stuff, pursue graphic design. Really long time friend of mine, now he's an R, his name's Armov. Me and him are always, we were always together and stuff. And, also with Mosins, he's also my IRL friend. You guys didn't know that. Yeah. Just people like that, just being around me and stuff like that, it's always inspired me to do YouTube and stuff. Humble Main, or Titty Knack, asks, what makes you persevere through hate and continue to putting out content? I honestly just... like, it's gonna sound kind of dickheadish the way I said this, but, I just stopped giving a fuck. To be honest, I don't want to make it sound like that, but, basically just the fact that hate will always exist, and that's just something in this community that can't be stopped. But just perseverance through hate and stuff. I just don't focus on the hate. I focus on the positives and never focus on the negatives, and that's just what strives me to put out more content. Panda Designs asks, do you want to have panda babies? Of course, baby. Humble also asks, Chipotle or Chick-fil-A? Chipotle all the way. Would you rather know when or how to die? Ask Rezo Edits. That's a tough one. If I know when I'm gonna die, I'm gonna try to be really cautious on that day. But if I know how I'm gonna die, that's just gonna be very contradictory because I'm gonna try to avoid that. So I'd rather know when I'm gonna die than how am I gonna die. It'll, be a little bit better on my conscience. Slawse asks, are you guys still recruiting designers? Currently, Psycho Artillery is currently full on designers, but we will be doing a couple secret series and stuff. I don't want to really disclose any more information about that, but soon enough, man, soon enough. Wise Graphics asks, have you ever blended a goldfish? No. Pace Arts HD asks, why is your sub-view ratio so low? I mean, if you look at my channel activity, you would kind of see why. I basically upload like 3 times a month, which I'm really personally trying to change, but I really don't have anything really to upload. So I mean, eventually, you know, I start connecting more with my subscribers and stuff. You know, it'll come to fruition, so don't worry, that's gonna change soon. Blixie asks, if you had a pizza and it could talk, would you feel guilty by eating it? I don't know, man. That's some deep shit right there. But probably I would feel pretty guilty about it, if you ask me. But yeah, I would feel guilty. Psycho Campus asks, let me hear your thoughts about how dumb this community is. I'm not gonna, you know, really start shit about any individual teams. I'm just gonna as a community, this is a very corrupt community. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, there's a lot of dumb things about this community. But you know, like I said, I'm not a person to look at the negatives. I'm always looking at the positives. You know, we have a fucking community that's about like 6-7 million strong, and that is just insane. So it's just, you know, there's always gonna be a negative to every positive, so we gotta stop focusing on the negatives and, you know, focus more on the positives. So Grim Designs asks, am I awesome? Of course, everybody that follows me, everybody in general is fucking awesome. Psycho Dulzy asks, DMG, Pez, NMS, set, or animal? Set. Trissy asks, would you rather commit suicide or kill yourself? Neither. Psycho Panda asks, what is your dream team? Obey. Mind Dice asks, what is the best team you've been in and why? At this point, it would probably be Psycho. You know, people have their mixed emotions about Psycho, but this team is like, there's a lot of things that there's just too many things that I can say that are good about this team, but I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. You know, all I gotta say, wait till Advanced Psychology. IRZM underscore asks, welcome Psycho Steph to Pez HQ. It's Flipsy OG asks, how do you feel about Nardle wanting to start uploading on Armor, series, etc.? Go for it, my dude. I wanna see that shit blow up. Tech Insertion uploaded a picture saying, desperately needing an upload, does QNA. Go kill yourself, Eeple, you fucking bitch. No, fine, I love you. Charm for Prez asks, how did you get in Psycho and what is your dream team? Like I said before, my dream team is Obey. And the way I got into Psycho was, Psycho Satanic personally asked me that, you know, the designs team needed help, and he asked me if I would be able to help out Psycho, and so far I think it's doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. You know, a couple issues, but we can weed them out. Tack Insertion, or Eeple, says again, kill yourself. Like, who does Q&As anymore? At Tricity, I'm talking to you, Phase Rain looking MF. Whatever. Set Rascal, or OG Rascal, asks, fuck, marry, kill. Phase K, Phase Blue, Phase Adapt. Now, if I kill Phase K, people would think that's a racist crime because he's British. If I kill Blue, then I don't think it would seem as bad. And if I kill Adapt, he has a lot of haters that would love me to do that, but I like Adapt personally, so marry, Adapt, fuck K, kill Blue. Grim Graphics asks, if you had 2 choices to kill yourself, 1, shoot yourself in the head, or 2, let Psycho Panda shoot you in the head, what would it be? Well, if Panda shot me in the head, he would go to jail. If I shot myself in the head, then that would be considered a, you know, suicide is not, well, I don't want to get into all religious terms, but I'd rather let Panda kill me because I don't think I have the intestinal fortitude to pull the trigger to my head. Trained Life asks, who would you do an editing and designing contest for a chance to join Psycho, and what porn site do you like the most? Of course, we're gonna, like I said, I don't want to go too into it because it's kind of a secret, but you know, just stay tuned and stay for Psycho. And Pornhub. And boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it. Yep. So I really want to thank you guys for doing this Q&A with me. I got a lot of questions. I didn't think I was gonna get this many questions in one day, but I really want to thank you guys for 2.2K on my channel. I'm actually about to hit 8,000 followers on Twitter, and it's just insane. The support you guys have been giving me is fucking amazing. But yeah, guys, I really want to thank you guys for doing this Q&A for me. If this can break 50 to 60 likes, I will do another Q&A for 2.3K. So, guys, it's your boy Steph, and keep it real.